What do you think it is?
See, I guess I'm even tired of this brown.
So what do you want to put in it?
I want to remove this brown and make it stay as black.
Yeah. Peace and love, African family. Peace, love, and sunlight. This is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa family. And I have a question for you.
Oh, really now? Another one?
Yes, another one. And another one. It's another one.
All right,
question is, what would you do if somebody used your money to make money and you're not getting any of that money? What would you do? Somebody using your money to make money and you're not getting none of that money. What would you do?
Just take them to court.
Just take them to court?
Deal with them with the law. But sometimes if it happens to you, like that story I always tell you from that, like what happened to me, you just leave them to God, and you know God gives them a nice one. Not even with the law. But then the law doesn't even punish them good.
No, but and that's the thing, sweetie. When nature punish you, and then the law come and punish you, then you realize say it's like a destruction.
So now
you're gonna say to yourself, say, what is happening to me? It's like God don't favor me now or something.
Mom, like came go holiday.
All the time God was actually good to me, but what is happening to me? Why nature is punishing me, and the law of the land is punishing me too?
What happens? That lady that did that, whatever I told you she did to me, I'm telling you, she whatever. I left her for. I told her I've left you like that. So I didn't do nothing. But let me tell you what followed. Oh, she lost. In fact, it's not even 5 times of what she had nannied. She was owing me.
Yeah. And the worst case is the matter is that the entire family benefiting from a situation they know is not fair. They know it's dishonesty. They know it's out of a sham. You know, that make it even worse, family.
You know, the other day I was thinking to myself, and I was saying, there's a certain council I used to listen back then. Get some fresh air. There's a certain council I used to listen back then when, you know, at that time, I don't know whether it was around 2020 during that COVID time, you know, no jobs and all that, so you're just at home. And I'd finished college at that time. Yeah. So she used to say, no, it's a certain lady who was killed. True story. If you're Kenyan, you know this. Well, I don't say she was killed because I wasn't there, but they say she was killed by this governor. And here we call them sponsors. Oh, yeah. So a sponsor is an old man having a young girl. A 80-year-old, 70-year-old, 60, with a 20, not even 30-year-old, between 18, 25, that age. Yeah. So the certain lady, the lady in question, was in university. Yeah. She used to hang around with this man. So you'll hear stories corner that, oh, the man told her, go get a house of this and this million, I don't know, 10 million or something. And then, you know, the girl, because she had seen, you have money, why are you giving me a house of 10 million? She wants a house of more. You understand? Yeah. So anyway, to cut the long story short, this councillor, when that girl died, because she was pregnant for the said governor, and of course the governor was married. Yeah. She wanted to go and deliver the baby in Dubai. Wow. You understand? Of course, I've seen money, so why will you treat me like this? And then, you know, there's that jealousy of women. You're treating your wife like this, but don't forget, there's no way you can compete with the wife in question. Yeah. You'll always have that higher rank. Whether you have a concubine, you cannot get more than what I'm getting. So she wanted to be treated like the said wife. Yeah. So she threatened, while she was killed, she threatened the man to tell, I'll tell the wife, I'll tell your wife that I'm pregnant. Yeah. You think governor will risk that? I hear the stomach was cut and the baby was poured on acid, of course, to hide DNA and all that. Yeah. Anyway, so when this councillor came, she was talking to girls, because at that time there was so many cases that some a 20-year-old is dating a 60-year-old and all that for money. You know, at that time there was no money and all that, no jobs and stuff. Yeah. So the councillor was saying this, and this is based now on what you're saying. The whole family is benefiting, but they don't know where this said girl is getting the money from. So parents should always, and that councillor was saying, it's so bad. Like now me, at that time, let's say bring for mom a whole bank or a whole chunk of shopping. I give her, mom, take this 5,000 a tip and stuff.
Yeah.
Most parents don't normally want to know where your daughter has removed that money.
Yeah.
And deep down, you know, I'm not working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even if I'm working, even if she's a YouTuber or whatever thing that she's doing, I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know the amount of money she's getting, she might not afford to do. Okay, let's say right now I'm earning 15,000 Kenyan shillings. Maybe the most I can give mom as a tip is a 2,000.
Yeah.
But 5,000, what am I remaining myself with?
Yeah.
You get? So most parents don't normally ask their children whether a man, because there are also men who have been kept, here we call them being kept. They've been kept by an older woman or a young girl who has been kept by an older man.
Yeah.
You don't know, as parents, you don't ask, where did you get this shopping from? Where did you buy these things from? Because you'll be brought for a whole shopping of like a 10,000 and I give you a tip of 5,000, or I leave you, mom, take this 5,000, you buy what I didn't buy. So most of the time people don't normally, they don't normally ask where you got this money from. And it's very important for people to be asking as parents, because most of the time either that girl has stolen from somebody, or she duped somebody, or she's spending some other maybe she's sleeping with a married man. That's what they do. But you're deeply enjoying the money as a parent, and let me tell you, whoever you're talking about, the parents, I'm sure they benefited. Not even
obviously, sweetie, because
I know, because
there's no way somebody just come out of college and come and in and so they buy an apartment or whatever it is, lying and saying.
Even the mother comes and sleeps in that apartment
and don't ask the daughter who is taking care of this, what is that, who is this and this. We know you're not making all this money on YouTube that you're talking about, and
shamelessly you come and tell your mother, I want to do what? To furnish. I want to buy this. Oh, I'm going to do this. It's so shameful and shameless of you as a woman. You understand? So shameless. It's so shameful. I even don't know what word to put. It's such a shame. There's a whole ditch there, so go slow. You see? And I'm saying the parents of that girl, whoever you're talking about, if they were good parents, I'm not saying they're bad, I'm not holding anybody, whatever, but I'm saying as a good parent, you should. Do you know me? Each time I could come with some shopping, unless I've gotten a commission and I've not told my mother, and then I bring extra shopping. Let's say I'm used to buy a kilo of sugar, 2 kg of rice, and then this time I come with a whole 5 liters of oil, a whole 3 or whatever kgs of sugar. Of course she'll question, she'll be like, where did you get money? My mom will always ask me that.
Wow.
Where did you get this money from? And I'll tell her, oh mom, I didn't tell you. I sold a house. I did this because I was a sales lady. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So I'll tell her, mama, I sold this, I sold that. Or sometimes I like surprise her. I pay her electricity bills, like a 2,000, 3,000. And she'll be like, where did you get the money from? She'll always ask.
Yeah. Yeah, family. So, just to give you guys some parenting skills, that's the reason why when your kid gets in trouble, you don't really know about it. It's like it's just blow up in your face, and most parents maybe know about it, but they still, encourage it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that's not good. That's not good. Your child is a child and should always be a child, no matter how old that child is. You should be able to advise the child and tell the child to do the right thing.
To add on something, also these girls, just like people normally say in the comment section, because sometimes I go there and read what people are saying. You hear people saying, oh, she has really, okay, here we call them sitting on your parents, but literally it means like your parents can't tell you anything. It's like they fear you.
Yeah.
Reason being, I'm coming at the end of the month, B, as your daughter.
Yeah.
I bring for you a whole chunk of shopping. So your money as my mom.
That purple just look nice.
Yeah, even the brown one.
Yeah.
You're not using your money. So because Mary, give me 5,000. Mary, do this, like that, things like that, right? So they tend to be like, hey, why should I tell her and I'm benefiting? You understand? Yeah. But deep down you're destroying your child.
Yeah, you're destroying them because you're creating a character that is so bad. And even bigger siblings like brothers and so forth. You see your smaller sister going to all these countries traveling, but you're not investigating and say who is behind all of this thing, who is behind everything, who is doing this, who is doing that.
But whether you are earning or not, sometimes,
and then you'll come out and say, oh, your sister is doing this, your sister is doing that. But you don't know that there's a man behind everything. there's a man there and everything doing something, and you come in and show off and boasting.
And you know, when I look at the comment section, sometimes I laugh and say to myself, sometimes people talk like I don't know, like they're illiterate. Sorry to use that word, but sometimes people talk like they're illiterate. I think sometimes there's this thing we call the five life skills, right?
Yeah.
There's something we call critical thinking.
Yeah.
And with critical thinking, because the said person used to show, oh, I'm in this apartment, I'm in this. Why doesn't she show nowadays?
Yeah, why don't you show the apartment? No, why you're not showing it? Like, you're showing the streets. If the apartment was for you and everything in it was for you, you'll be confident to show in everything. Probably.
To be like, to stand on your ground and be like, yes, I'm in my apartment.
Right. And I say other YouTubers buy them apartment. Yeah. And they live in it every day, and then they come to Nairobi, they're in their apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to mention the name, but even Miss Trudy and stuff, she buy her thing and she doing her thing. And those are like and that's the thing.
I think those are the ladies I can say in Kenya that have value, to be honest.
And that's the thing, sweetie. That's the thing. And you know, people copy people, but they don't copy the right thing. They copy some copy YouTube views and stuff. But you're not copying the person character. That's why you should copy. Not copy somebody to make a video and to get little views. Because at the end of the day, that not gonna carry you nowhere. You know what I mean? You have to copy somebody from a futuristic point of view, that this person is doing this. I want to be like this person. I want to get my thing organized. I want to do this. You know what I mean? You know? So, you know what I mean, family, this is how it is, guys. So,
but let me tell you, do you know stealing starts, it doesn't start like, let me tell you, there's no way somebody will just get up and just steal from you like that. It's something that has been planted in you.
Yeah, and
in high school, we used to have these people, you know, of course, they are, I don't use the word poor, what do we call them? People who come from a humble background.
Yeah.
And there are those who are rich, of course, and there are those middle.
Yeah.
So let's say there are these shoes that we used to put on tafis. If you're from Kenya, you know this. We use tafis, eh?
Yeah.
At that time, they'll cost like 2,000. I don't know how far they've reached right now. 2,000 Kenyan shillings.
Yeah.
So you find those kids that can't afford that, they'll steal from you.
Yeah.
And I used to ask myself, when I go with that tafis at home, won't my mom want to know, where did you get this shoe? Myself, I can't afford a 2,000 shoe at that time. You get?
Yeah.
She can only afford a second-hand shoe, which is like around 300, 200 shillings.
Yeah.
You see? But I say some things start from, it doesn't start just right. Like right now, I just
start from upbringing.
And I notice, and I'm not praising myself for anything, it's good to be accountable for everything.
Yeah.
It's good to be accountable. I notice even when I go to the supermarket and I'm like, I come and tell you, oh, I've spent this, and you didn't even ask.
Yeah.
You see? I'm just like, oh, I've spent this and this is the change. I mean, it's just good to be accountable. So I feel like you didn't just start there.
Yeah, start from your upbringing and principle and, you know what I mean, morality and all of these things. Yeah, family, this is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa family. I want you to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are in Africa and we want to show you how to live in Africa, normal life and stuff like that. This is Ankeru from Jam Tours Africa family. I'm out. One love, Jamaica.